before this video begins, I got to applaud everyone for making it through 2020. That was a year, you know, and I thought 2016 was bad. 2020 was a shitstorm, a shit show, a bad year. It's been a bad year. I might sound congested. I just realized that while I'm talking to myself, but it is what it is. So, Happy New Year, 2021. It's here, it's at our feet, and we have to make the best of it. Hopefully, coronavirus can diminish. It's not going to be like completely eradicated this year, and that's like a pipe dream if anyone thinks that. But hopefully most people can get the vaccines. Hopefully most people can be able to have them readily available. I have been very fortunate enough that I have been COVID-free in 2020. I do know a couple people that have gotten tested and then were positive but didn't really get all the symptoms ahead. But I don't know anyone that has been affected heavily or even died from it. So I'm very grateful for that. A couple things are going to be changing for the year 2021. One is that I'm not going to be publishing as many reviews as I would like to. And that's because college is a beautiful thing. And I want to spend more time focusing on college instead of listening to albums, setting up my camera, setting up everything, and then reviewing the album, spending like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes at most 40 minutes talking about an album I either don't like, or love, and then editing that video and then publishing it. That's like a 4-hour process. And, you know, while I love doing that, to some extent, it gets very tedious. And it takes away from my schoolwork. Now, I will put out videos, right? That's a given, right? I love doing this. I love putting out these videos. But hopefully in the future, I will be able to put out videos in a more frequent fashion. God, I sound horrible. Now you might be thinking, where are you going to review? Because I'm totally going to listen to albums. Like, there's no question about that. So, me personally, am going to be shifting this platform, this reviewing platform, to partially Rate Your Music. I'm actually going to use Rate Your Music for what it's worth, right? I'm not going to just put out my reviews on that website. I'm actually going to like listen to albums and then rate them as I listen to them, so you can see what my favorite albums of all time are. And you can see whenever I add an album or whenever I review an album, I'm going to be more active on Rate Your Music because I think it's easier to use Rate Your Music. You listen to an album, you think about your thoughts, you write them down, you rate the album, and you're done. Look at that. And maybe an hour, right? Maybe, you know, depending on how long the album is. But I digress. I will link my Rate Your Music down below. I have an album of the year, but I think I'm just going to reserve that to more of like a catalog of all the albums I've rated. Thank you for the people that have stuck with me since the beginning of this channel and since the beginning of 2020. I'm very appreciative of y'all. I'm very appreciative of everyone, really. You know, being someone who kind of started this on a whim, in all honesty, thinking, you know what, I'm going to start listening to music, I'm going to start doing this, and I'm going to start really appreciating things. And it went to a channel, and now it's grown to be something that I'm very happy for, very proud for. I'm almost at 500 subscribers, and I never thought that would be a possibility. Like 500 is a lot of people. Like people underestimate like small subscriber counts. 500 is a good amount of people, and yeah, it's a lot. You know, 500 is quite a bit. So here, going towards 500, maybe even 500 more, I'm gonna go relax now because I think I'm starting to get sick in some way, shape, or form. I haven't gotten my flu shot. Again, thank you so much for the wonderful 2020 and a few other things. I want to point out that it took me a while to realize that my album review catch-up that was over an hour long had several mistakes in there, aka glitching. It had a bad problem with just glitching overall. Like, there was a portion of the video that was just completely corrupted. So I want to shout out the albums that made it onto my year-end list, and I want to review those properly. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm also gonna try to put out a retrospective review this month. I already have one in mind, so I maybe next year you can put some in the comments, but I already have one in mind. And yeah, that's that. I'm gonna review those albums, and that album review catch-up was super ambitious for nothing because it really just corrupted the file. Oh well, tough cookies. What you gonna do? Anyway, hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.